So, good afternoon, everyone, and good evening also. So, here amongst us, we have as resource person today from Assam, Dr. Mithu Dushar, and I welcome you, ma'am, to this platform.
Thank you.
So, as you students, you know, I've already informed you about ma'am. So, still, I think it's customary to introduce our speaker with few words that I know about her, though this is a class not open to all, only the students of Midnapur College, my which they are attending. So, my students, Mitu is from Assam and she is an assistant professor of English in Madhavchand. So, hello,
Hello.
am I audible still? Are you getting
Yes,
my
yes,
words
yes.
properly?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now I request you to hello again. Hello. So now I request you to begin the class and the floor is yours. You can now begin and if the students, so you are going to present your PPT, na?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So I would request our students if you have any queries or questions, so you can ask her later on after the end of the
Yes,
talk.
yes. After the talk.
So, yeah. Okay.
Please pin the PPT.
Okay. You
They can.
can. Yeah. You can start now.
So today I'm going to discuss about Tess of the D'Urberville by Thomas Hardy. First of all, I'm going to give you a brief discussion about the life of Thomas Hardy. Okay. So Thomas Hardy was a Victorian novelist and poet. Born in 1840, Hardy grew up in Dorset, England. Hardy was an architect in his early career. He moved to London in 1862, but never felt at home. Returned to his country and spent rest of his life there. A romantic at heart, he believed human beings to be integrally linked with the natural world. Being romantic, his characters are products of their environment. So, Hardy, he was not only a novelist, he was also a poet. As all of you would be aware, Thomas Hardy was a novelist of great magnitude. His emotions was basically tragic, and one would like, in fact, to know as to what made him feel so very tragic in his writing. Apart from being a novelist, he was a poet, he was a thinker, and he was integral to the 19th century fictional ethos. Now, moving to the second slide, where some of his seminal works are Desperate Remedies, that was published in 1871, and Under the Greenwood was published in 1872, were published anonymously. His first work, The Poor Man and the Lady, which he finished writing in 1867, was rejected for publication for being too political. Fame came to him only with Far from the Madding Crowd, which was published in 1874, which made him relinquish his career in architecture and devote himself to literary writing. He introduces the West of England as the fictional Wessex region in Far from the Madding Crowd, which he used later for other novels. Moving to the next slide, to add some more of his other novels to the list, he wrote the
So your
little.
slide is not, sorry to interrupt you. So your slides are not visible. And again, there's a sound coming from your end. So is it possible to
Actually, the thing is that I have already given you the slide, so you can pin it. Hello.
Oh, that's okay. Now, oh, no, I thought that you would be presenting on the screen so that they can go into your presentation. So actually, I have no problem. I can share with them.
Actually, you can pin it to the main screen. You can share it to the screen actually.
No, no, that's fine. But if you don't control the PPT yourself, so the which slide I have to run here. So actually, I don't have any idea.
Actually, just open the slide, and I'm going to tell you. It will be helpful for the students to understand what I am discussing right now. Now, is it visible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Now it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is moving on to this slide. To add some more of his other novels to the list, he wrote The Return of the Native in 1878 and The Mayor of the Casterbridge in 1886. The Woodlanders in 1887, Tess of the D'Urbervilles published in 1891, and lastly Jude the Obscure in 1895. All those novels which were set in Wessex are known as Wessex novels. Now moving on to the next slide. Tess. Okay, now this is the novel where that will be in focus today. The novel was first serialized in a weekly magazine, The Graphic, in 1891. The subtitle "A Pure Omen, Faithfully Presented" was added as being the estimate left in the candid mind of the heroine's character. So that is to give a give a specific view of the heroine's character. The subtitle was added later on. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. If any problem, just tell me. Okay. If any problem, if you cannot listen to me, then just let me know. So now the thing is that Tess of the D'Urbervilles, A Pure Omen, Faithfully Presented, is a novel by Thomas Hardy. It initially appeared in a censored and serialized version published by the British illustrated newspaper The Graphic in 1891, then in book form in 3 volumes in 1891 again, and as a single volume in 1892. Though now considered a major 19th century English novel and possibly Hardy's fictional masterpiece, Tales of the D'Urbervilles received mixed reviews when it first appeared, in part because it challenges the sexual morals of late Victorian England. Now, moving on to the next slide, I'm going to analyze these major characters. Okay, Tess is the protagonist of this novel, but there are these 3 characters are the major characters. Let me analyze it first. Okay, am I audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. So first, let me discuss. Let me analyze the characters, the major characters. Okay, okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay. So it will be more of like an interactive class, so you can say that. Okay. Otherwise, I'll be thinking that you are not listening or you are not. I'm not audible to you. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the thing is that first I'm going to analyze the character of Tess D'Urberville. Okay. I will give a brief introduction about Tess, the character Tess. Okay. So the thing is that Tess is very intelligent, strikingly attractive, and distinguished by her deep moral sensitivity and passionate intensity. Tess is indisputably the central character of the novel that bears her name. But she is also more than a distinctive individual. Hardy makes her into somewhat of a mythic heroine. Her name, formerly Teresa, recalls Saint Teresa of Avila, another martyr whose vision of a higher reality cost her her life. Other characters often refer to Tess in mythical terms as when Angel calls her a daughter of nature in chapter 18 or refers to her by the Greek mythological names Artemis and Demeter in chapter 20. The narrator himself sometimes describes Tess as more than an individual woman, but as something closer to a mythical incarnation of womanhood. In chapter 14, he says that her eyes are like neither black nor blue nor grey nor violet. Rather, all these shades together, like an almost standard omen. The story may thus be a standard story representing a deeper and larger experience than that of a single individual. However, behind the beauty, Hardy paints a picture of tortured mind. Tess could not be described as an exuberant person. She seems to border between magical happiness to deep depression, and her personality is hidden like an enigma even from those close to her. Joan, her mother, says in response to a question Angel asks, I have never really known her. Even her mother could not understand her properly. It's like that she is from out of the world. In part, Tess represents the changing role of the agricultural workers in England in the late 19th century, possessing an education that her unschooled parents lacked. Since she has passed the sixth standard of the national schools, Tess does not quite fit into the folk culture of the ancestors but financial higher world. However, as we discover on the first page of the novel, with the news that the Dargisians are the surviving members of the noble and ancient family of the Dragorgis. There is aristocracy in Tess's blood, visible in her graceful beauty, yet she is forced to work as a farmhand and milkmaid. When she tries to express her joy by singing lower-class folk ballads at the beginning of the third part of the novel, they do not satisfy her. She sings
Oh,
from first. Hello, hello.
sounds clear me. Sounds are not clear me.
Actually, others can just mute yourself. Am I audible now? Hello,
Yes, ma'am.
hello. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, others please mute yourself. If everyone mute yourself.